This is not how you do business. I'm not gonna even give this the time of day. I'm sorry.
That's a wrong way.
That's not how you send an email. I'm sorry.
Hi guys, my name is Amaka. I'm the girl that likes to color, and this is Colorful Theories, a show where I have conversations over coloring books with some really dope creators. So today I have with me DJs, event curators, and music curators based out here in Austin, Texas. I have Bambi.
Hi guys.
And I have Ashmar.
Hello.
Hey! Hey guys. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for coming to Color with the Kid. So, Ashmar, you picked the page. Can you show the class what we're working on today?
Voila. That's what we're doing.
Why did you pick this one?
Honestly, I flipped it, and then I think it's the sharp edges. It's just kind of cool to me. It's giving like ninja. You feel me?
Does it look like anything to you?
A ninja star. That's what I was saying. I love it.
Okay. Bet. I like to ask with the mandalas and everything.
Yeah.
Because it means different things to different people. Maya said she saw an otter toque. Debbie said he saw like a snowflake, like a fire symbol type of thing. So ninja star. Okay. Bambi, you said you had a color palette today, but it kind of changed. Do we know what we're thinking now?
I was on a pink vibe, but I don't know. Maybe I'll change it for this one.
It can still be pink.
This looks like a lotus flower to me, which is still like pink.
Okay.
Purplish, so I might still try to run with that. We'll see.
Okay, bet. So I like to start off the show with a game called Undertones.
Yeah.
So it's the psychology behind our favorite colors. So I'll ask you both, what's your favorite color?
Mine has always been green, but I think the shades have just changed since I was a kid. So it used to be like Care Bear green was my favorite. So like the green Care Bear, like that shade. And I think now it's closer to like olive or like a forest green.
Okay.
So yeah, green for me, for sure.
Ashmar, what's your favorite color?
Just the colors of a sunflower and bees. Just the yellow, brown, green. Like, it's very calming.
Okay, so both of you said green. So
Yeah.
I'll pull out green and ask about the vibes. Some words, some positive words that are associated with the color green. You have nature, healing, freshness. Do you genuinely like being in nature? Like being outside, you're outdoorsy kind of guy?
I do, but I'll be lying to you if I've done it, if I told you I did it like yesterday.
When was the last time that you were outside? Like nature outside?
Bro, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, I'm not gonna hold you. But I do enjoy it. There's so much peace within it. But you know I really like thrive when it's in nature outside of Texas. Like in Denver, I like to go and look at the animals within nature. I think to see them in their own habitat away from where I live, it's like, I don't know. It's relaxing. This one time I saw this like elk and he was pissed. But just watching him just like live, I was like,
Why was he pissed?
Because the people were like, look at this elk. I stayed back because, I don't know what time they on. You feel me? I'm at their house. So I stayed back, but I watched and I had peace within me. So
do elks kill people? Are they one of them?
I mean, you don't know what people are capable of.
Did you look at it and you knew it was an elk or someone like
No,
told you
I
it was
looked
an
at it
elk?
and I saw him and he looked at me. We looked at each other and he was annoyed with everybody around because people were just like taking pictures and stuff and he's like, bro.
What I'm saying, like you knew it was an elk
100%.
when you saw it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I know
forest
my
animals like
I'm
that.
for sure. Yeah, bro. I love animals.
I wouldn't be able to identify an elk. I'm not gonna hold you.
Me neither. I don't even be outside for real, so green is not my favorite color.
I like nature though, it's dope. That's like, honestly, this is pretty funny, but that's why I love bees, is because if you stop and just watch them work, them niggas is getting it. Like, they are getting it. They're like, pollination, what? Like, they're killing it. I don't know, I really appreciate seeing stuff, like seeing nature move along. You know what I'm saying? Doing what it's supposed to do to help the ecosystem.
You're a save the bees kind of guy.
I am. You see, like, I have this tattoo here. I got this is like
Oh,
a
wow,
signature
you're serious.
to the, and I got another one here.
Really
It's like a signature to my tattoos.
Do you
now.
want to show the camera?
Oh, yeah,
Show me
yeah.
your tattoo.
Boom. That's a sunflower, and that's a bee.
Or even better, put your hand like right here in the middle.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
He's really serious about
Yeah, and I
that.
got another bee right there. So yeah,
You meant that shit.
for real.
Bambi, do you be outside?
Maybe not as much here because it's freaking hot. But I grew up in Hawaii and I'm used to
That's
being.
a pretty outside.
Yeah, I'm used to like the beach setting and like lush mountains and stuff like that. I used to do a lot of hikes when I was living there and I'm just regularly was at the beach. And obviously like we don't have like the same sort of like scenery out here. So I'm not as attracted to hiking and stuff out here just because we have like, you know, snakes and stuff. But I think in general, like I feel at home in nature, like swimming, or I guess hiking if it's like suitable and like not super hot outside. But yeah, I do feel like I prefer to be outside if it makes sense. But yeah, here in Texas, I feel like the weather is a little too unpredictable for me to like just go outside any day.
A lot of times it does not make sense to be outside.
I don't know whether to wear a jacket or pants or shorts type thing. So I don't know. If it looks like it's going to be a good day, then I'll go. But if it's like 100+ degrees or something, I'm going to probably be indoors with AC.
Thank you guys for playing.
Yeah.
Now we're moving to a section called Shades of You. It's the main segment. I just want to ask you guys questions, get to know you guys a little bit better. So recently, you guys started an event series called Wavecation. How would you describe Wavecation to somebody who has never been?
Wavecation is designed to literally be a trip through different places throughout the world and exploring music from different cultures. We explore music from all kinds of different places, cities, states, countries, regions, and it's designed to kind of keep you on your toes a little bit and take you through like a sensory, immersive music experience where every hour you're going to experience music from a different place by a different DJ. So you kind of get to go on a little journey when you're there, and hopefully you sort of like are experiencing music that you aren't used to experiencing in the nightlife space in Austin. So it's very flavorful, and it's just designed to just expose you to maybe some music that you haven't heard before, that you can dance to and hopefully enjoy. We definitely want it to feel like a wavecation or a vacation when you go and come and dance to some music that maybe is a little bit different than what you might be used to.
Very clever name.
It's like
Ashmar came up with it, actually. I sort of like gave him like the concept, and
starts crying.
then it was like, well, what do we call it? And we were just kind of spitfiring some names, and he came up with that.
My biggest thing with Wavecation that I really love about it too is that it's also people learn a lot and they can decipher between, you know, a different sound. Somebody who doesn't listen to or just listens to trap music or drill music could be like, oh, well, I don't know the difference between UK drill or Chicago drill. And when they come to Wavecation, you have a DJ who's from Chicago or is very, you know, knowledgeable within UK drill to play that. People walk away from it like, oh, I can now identify what that sound is. And that part's really cool. Just being able to like give that flavor to people while having a good time. It's
I'm
really
one of
awesome.
those people. Me, I'm still like learning the differences between the two. But, or just like the different nuances between like all of these genres, or even just like new genres in general. Like house is a new genre to me. Drum and bass is a new genre to me. Jungle is a new genre to me. So I'm learning everything from you guys. How do you guys personally find music? That way?
Mind your business.
Oh.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I guess I don't want to.
I'm just playing.
I don't want to steal your sauce now.
No,
I'm not gonna take your job, but
Just beep all this. I'm just playing. No, honestly, it's digging. I mean, that's what I do. I dig a lot.
Yeah.
Like I'll spend, you know, I have my kids, so I'll like, if he's at the crib, I'll just play music and watch him dance. But I'm like really like, oh, this song works, you know. So it's really just like, what's up? Why are you looking at me like that?
That's really interesting. So does that translate? Like if your toddler messes with it, do you come back and play it in a set?
Low key, sometimes. That's why I started playing Talking. I think Talking, at first, when I first heard Talking by Northwest, I was like, man, Kanye got his daughter singing, okay, cool. But when I saw him dancing to it, I was like, oh, I gotta play it. Like, I gotta play it.
Did it translate to
That
like
dude,
the set?
loves it, yeah. It's your bestie, Miss Westie. He be over there. You get that? That's his shit. He likes music. He likes sounds that I like. Like, he loves Bubba.cation, last album.
Okay.
Loves it. Blonde is his shit. My son,
Very
my son got
good.
flavor, son.
Train a child.
You feel me?
In the way he should go.
So he knows. He likes good stuff. And so sometimes I just gotta play some shit and see if he vibes, and he be vibing. It's my boy.
Good. Bambi, where do you dig for music?
I don't
that
want
you
to
like to
break this
play?
marker like Maya did the other.
No, you got it. You
I
you
got
strong.
it. I got it.
You got it.
I think it definitely depends on what genre I'm exploring. I like a good old Google search. I like a good Reddit thread.
Okay.
Or like a forum or something.
Not the Google search.
And you know, like, oh, who should I be checking out if I want to get into jungle?
Yeah.
Or like, if I want to understand the origins of jungle, who should I be listening to? But there's also a lot of playlists that people make on Spotify that you can dig through as well. And I think that's a nice way to sort of like make the search process a little faster for you because someone's already kind of compiled a curated list already. So I like kind of digging through other people's playlists on Spotify or like a SoundCloud or something. And then I just kind of like pick the artists that I like or the songs that I resonate with, and then I'll maybe make radio stations based off of those songs or look for artists that are similar to the artists that I've liked, and then I'll kind of go from there. But I go pretty deep when I'm digging, so I'll just cross-reference a bunch of stuff, and then if I'm really into a genre, yeah, I'll just go really, really deep, and it's like a rabbit hole, and just keep finding stuff until I can compile my own playlist, and then once I've gained enough knowledge from the genre, then I can kind of go off on my own and find stuff that way. I start following artists that I like, and then follow up with music that they put out and things like that. So it's kind of a tedious process, but I think it's worth it, like if you're determined to actually discover. But it's like you're not going to strike gold all the time, which is kind of like a frustrating part about discovering music. So I understand why a lot of people like don't really attempt to try, because it's like it can be kind of like fatiguing to do it.
What is your like your great to trash ratio when it comes to digging? Like, what percentage of it is like, oh, this is fire, I'm gonna add this, and this is hot garbage?
You go through a lot of hard garbage, bro.
You
Like,
know that meme where like the guy with the pickaxe is like tunneling, and then he stops and there's like diamonds, and then he's walking away? That's what it's like.
Okay.
It's like you just kind of,
find-
you will go sometimes like hours without finding anything that you like, and it makes you want to stop. And you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go listen to the music that I know is good.
Exactly.
So it is a little bit of a task, but I will say like not all music is created equally, respectfully,
I love that.
which is fine. You know, we all have our different tastes and stuff like that. But yeah, I think sometimes for me, I'm a little bit pickier, so it might take me a little bit longer to find something where I'm like, ooh. But then when you find that song or that artist that you really like, then you can kind of like branch out and find like the similarities, and then you'll start to really find good stuff. But sometimes, and I think that's just part of the journey with music discovery, just like taking the time, investing in it, and then hopefully coming out with like good results and stuff. And it's pretty rewarding.
Okay, so when it comes to Wavecation, who would you say that event is for? Like, who do you want to see in the crowd?
I believe it's music lovers.
Music lovers and other DJs.
Yeah.
I think we definitely cater the event for the DJ who has really deep passion for music. Because, you know, we're selectors. We enjoy hearing the music that, you know, we like. There's like music that we like and then music that gets played in the club. So I want the event personally to attract people that just genuinely love music, love learning about new types of genres, are open-minded. So yeah, it's definitely for like the music lover, definitely for like the selector, and for people who are just curious in general and are like open to hearing stuff that maybe they're not really used to listening to.
So how did you guys get into like house music and jungle, drum and bass, like all these different music genres in general?
Go ahead, Bam. You go first.
I wanted you to go first.
All right. Real talk. Honestly, jungle, drum and bass, house has been a part of my life since I was a kid.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, and it also showed up in different ways too. Like my dad is Jamaican, so we listen to a lot of reggae and a lot of like jazz, right, on his side. But like his like thing that he found when he was a teenager, that when he hit gold was house music. So like when we would listen to like old classics like Follow Me, freaking Gypsy Woman and shit like that, that would play in the crib when I was cleaning that. If he was in the house and we gotta clean the house when he at home, that's what we were listening to. My mama was at home, it was like Angie Stone and shit. But him, it was like house music or funk and disco. So like that's like that's how I got into it. And then like drum and bass the same way. Like once you find a taste for something else, you look for other things. I thought it was so dope. Like one of my favorite cartoons growing up was Powerpuff Girls because they played jungle.
Really?
The opening song, the theme song is a jungle beat.
Yeah.
Boom.
Well, it's
Really?
closer to drum and bass, but yeah. That like beat pattern, that break pattern is,
So like
is
that like, and I followed that, like that was like, oh shit, like this is dope. I don't know if people know this, but like PlayStation, right? PlayStation 2 games. You can put them in your CD player and it plays some shit will play the soundtrack. And so any games that had like drum and bass and shit, I would put that in the CD player and listen to it and then find it on the game and then like write it down and shit. So I used to do, I don't know, I really dove into sounds differently than just like, oh, this song sounds good. It's just the sound of it. Like, so that's how I got into it, really, just since I was a kid.
That's interesting. Bambi, what about you?
I wasn't like an angsty teenager, but I liked listening to angsty kind of music. So I've always been into like metal, rock, just in general. I grew up mostly on like 90s R&B from my mom. Like she really loves Mary J. Blige, but like my dad was like a really big like all 80s new wave stuff. So I wasn't really listening to house and stuff like that, but it was also a lot of like hip hop, like 80s hip hop and stuff like that. And I got into just kind of getting into my own lane of music discovery at a pretty young age. So like, I think like middle school and most of high school, like I loved the hip hop and the R&B, but I was also like really big into like the metal and the hard rock and stuff like that. Just because, I don't know, I was like one of those quiet kids in school, but I guess I had a lot of angst and I really just enjoyed the sort of like energy and the sensation that I got from listening to rock and metal. My dad is also Caribbean and I've got family from the West Indies, St. Vincent and stuff like that. So like I've also been exposed to a lot of reggae and things like that. And naturally, when I first came across drum and bass without really realizing it, because I think a lot of people come across it without realizing it.
Right.
The break beats and like those drum patterns that are modeled after like drum breaks in jazz just like really resonated with me because it just ignited this sort of like angsty side of me. Like if you really listen to some really hardcore jungle and drum and bass, it just can unlock like a side of you that just wants to like jump around and just like
It's provocative.
yeah, and it just makes you want to just dance and jump and just be free, which I think is the point. Especially with just how the way jungle specifically started. It was like sort of like a way to fight back oppression for like the Caribbean people in the UK back in the 90s and like the racism that they were experiencing and things like that. So it was like a form of expression and liberation during that time. So I feel like I connect really, really deeply with that. Even though a lot of it isn't lyrical, there will be samples from like reggae songs and stuff like that. But of course, a lot of it is just instrumental, but it still connects with me in a way that maybe a song with actual like writing would. So yeah, I mean, and I came across it on my own. I don't really think that anyone necessarily like introduced it to me, but I did know when I did find it that it was something that I enjoyed. So yeah, I've been a fan ever since.
That's cool.
Just fire.
I love how you said like drum and bass will like awaken something and make you want to jump, dance, do whatever. I'm not sure if it's because I'm shy or whatever, but like I will hear it, but like it doesn't move me in the same way, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I see how it moves other people, and I'm like,
You're upset that, are you jealous? Are you jealous?
a little.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think that I don't think that it's necessarily like a universal sound. I think it, just like anything, is more of an acquired taste. Because like dancing to jungle for like 5 hours is not for everybody, obviously. And I don't expect it to ever be. But I do think that there is something liberating about it. And I don't know, if you see the right person DJing it or you hear the right playlist, then you can really come across some really dope stuff that you can like work out to, like go on a run to. Like it has its different sort of like benefits outside of just like the dance space as well.
I also think that drum and bass is one of those sounds that like people just have their own relationships with. It's not something that I think is, you know, maybe if you go overseas to like the UK, it might be universally enjoyable, you know, but I do feel like it's about the relationship you have with it. I don't think it's one of those sounds that you're just like, because I like this song, you like this song. Just like UK garage or garage. I don't know how they say it out there. I think it's garage.
You're funny.
But no, how they say but even that sound, like I like it, you know, but it's not for, you know, I feel like it's the relationship you have with certain music. So
Yeah.
especially it's a lot of music that doesn't have words. So people look for stories by, you know, storytelling. But in my opinion, I think that jungle, drum and bass, and since I'm mentioning it, UK garage, tell stories. I don't know how to explain that. That's my relationship with it. I can feel the story within the music.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I want to have a relationship with her.
She's dope.
Maybe I just have to go on my own journey.
Possibly.
Get to know her a little bit better.
Yeah, she's dope.
Okay. So when it comes to curating Wavecation and picking DJs, what's your selection process like?
I know for me, starting out, what I wanted to do with this project is I wanted to keep it very open. And I didn't want for it to be one of those events that felt like we were just booking all of our friends and you see the same people on our flyers every single time, kind of like you might see with other events. I think there's a lot of talented DJs out here who have very deep crates and they don't really get that off in the spaces that they DJ in.
Right.
Maybe as much as they would want to. And I recognize that like we have a lot of very talented DJs just in the state of Texas in general. So I didn't want to limit, you know, who we featured on Wavecation. So the selection process is essentially you email us a mix, doesn't matter where you're from.
The right way.
The right way, like you gotta have etiquette, like, you know, tell us your name, tell us where you're from, and you send us a mix of whatever genre that you prefer. It could be from any place in the world, so ballet funk, drum and bass, soca, anything.
Everything, yeah.
Ideally something that you're passionate about and that you have deep knowledge in. And we usually ask for like 15 to 20 minute mixes. We're not gonna be like looking for certain names, like, oh, we're only gonna book you if we know you, or like if you're popping in your city. We've literally booked people I know that I personally have never even met or worked with as a DJ, just strictly off of the mix alone.
For sure.
And like, oh wow, you're really talented. You actually know your stuff. We wanna have you part of the event. And that's really how it is. That's how we do it.
That's dope. What's the wrong way to send an email?
So one thing about this whole thing is working with Bambi. Bambi is top 5 most like. She's intentional, but she's very like meticulous about what she wants. You better do exactly how the hell she says.
Okay.
And people try to go their own route of giving us their mixes, where like they'll have a mix and you need a passcode for it or something. Like, bro, no, like please just listen to how she said it. Like, why are you doing it this way? Drop boxes. We didn't say that.
They'll
We
just
said,
email us
just email
a
you.
link.
Yeah, a
and
link.
won't tell us their name.
Nothing.
They won't
They're
tell
just
us where
like,
they're from.
hey.
There's no, hi, hello, thank you
Yeah.
for listening. It's just a link.
A link.
And I'm like,
That's
this
crazy.
is not how you do business. I'm not going to even give this the time of day. I'm sorry.
That's
No.
a wrong way.
That's not how you send an email. I'm sorry.
There's no header.
There's no
header.
subject.
Ain't no subject.
There's no subject. You just emailed us a link.
For real.
Who are you?
Yeah.
That's insane.
I'm gonna start emailing them a link back, like to Amazon.
So
or
we
some
get
shit.
a lot of those, unfortunately.
Like my wish list. Let's make a wish list.
Yeah.
Indeed.com.
For real, Indeed.com. When somebody sends us just a link, we'll just send them our wish list of what we need at the crib, like paper towels and shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like it's a waste because it's like we want to work with you guys.
Yeah.
We want to establish relationships with other DJs in the community, but it's like we have to be respectful, and that doesn't feel respectful to me. So there is definitely a wrong way to send us.
And a bit of
mix.
and another piece about Wavecation is that it's not about like ego. It's not about who's the best or anything like that. It's literally about we're literally picking you off of a mix you sent us, off a genre we haven't had yet that we want to enjoy. So it has all that stuff has to be thrown out the window. When you're just sending a link, that to me is very like egotistical to me. Like to me, because it's just like I'm dope. Well, look at this. Like, and I'm just like, you know what? Not only am I not gonna listen to it, I forgot your name already. That quick.
Right.
Because your email is like, I'm dope at iCloud.com.
Right.
Like, I don't even know you, bro.
Reading is fundamental. Email etiquette, also fundamental.
It's real.
This is a segment called Outside the Lines.
Okay.
And we're talking about hot takes, risky topics, unpopular opinions. So the first thing I will ask y'all is, what is something that you absolutely cannot stand as a DJ?
You need one thing? Requesting music, taking my drink tickets, fucking talking to me while I'm DJing. When I ask you to handle business before I start DJing, then just do that beforehand. Don't talk to me about business while I'm DJing. Requesting music. That's gonna be number one.
Yeah.
Requesting music. And the reason why I get bothered by requests, because I feel like before I start DJing, I know people got upset about it. But it really irks me. Like it makes me want to just like unplug the club. Like just because it's like you came to a club. You didn't pay me anything.
Right.
First of all. Secondly, you gonna fuck up the whole vibe of the entire party by your ugly ass requests. You see all these people dancing, twerking, getting it, shaking ass. Oh my God. On top of couches, shoes in the air, weave is coming out. Oh shit, it's going crazy. And somebody's like, can you play YMCA? No. No. I hate requests.
That's really fair.
I hate
super
them.
fair.
Because it's like, let's look around. Do you think, ma'am, that song's gonna work right now? This one time, this girl threatened to spit on me.
Huh?
Yeah, that's how crazy they get. They get requests. I was playing the national anthem, Blow the Whistle.
Ha!
Actually, I lied. It was the other national anthem, Nuck If You Buck. And this lady came up in between the crowd. Can you play Harry Styles? And I said, no. She said, does that no mean you're not gonna play or you don't wanna play it? And I said, both. And she said, oh, I wanna spit on you. Let's guess what race she was.
I'm not gonna say what race, what people.
Bro, spitting on me?
The people that come out sometimes, yeah, they don't have any decorum.
That's crazy.
Ooh, I wanna spit on you.
Yeah, no.
Nah.
I
on your
definitely
mama.
agree with Ashmar. I think like before I became a DJ, when you saw your friend that was DJing, it was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go talk to my friend that's DJing. And it's like, you don't think about that. But then now, like on the other side of the curtain, it's like, yeah, please don't talk to me when I'm DJing, because you really need to focus and do your transitions, or you'll miss like the point in the song that you have to switch over to the next one because someone's like asking you a million questions. It's like, bro, I can't even hear you. I got 2 monitors in my ear. Like, thank you for trying to like talk to me, but maybe let's just wait until I'm finished.
Yeah.
So there's that, and I don't know. I personally don't like when it just feels like a DJ isn't intentional with their mixing and they're just like dancing and fucking around, and they're not paying attention to they're not looking at the crowd. They're not making sure that everyone's enjoying the song, I don't like when DJs aren't focused on what they're doing. I mean, you can have fun, enjoy what you're doing, but be intentional about your mixes. It's not always about dancing and goofing around when you're up there. Like, it is a job at the end of the day, and I try to do my job well when I DJ. So usually I'm more locked in, not doing too much moving around, and it's not like DJs can't do that, but it just bothers me because sometimes I'll see DJs just focusing too much on dancing and talking, and then they'll try to transition, and it was like, what was that? I don't think that was the best that you could have done. Maybe because you weren't focusing on your mix.
Lock in, twin.
Yeah, so like, just be respectful to the music, to the art form.
Right.
And I just don't like seeing DJs that don't respect the craft.
The craft, yeah. I agree with you.
Yours looks like Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Can we all show the class what we made? Bambi, I'll let you go first.
This is my lotus flower type situation.
She's pretty.
Thank you.
Ashmar, you want to show yours?
This is like, honestly, I started going because I was like, I want to make something real ugly. And then
It's not ugly though.
It's not. But it made it, you guys, my brain was someplace else. But I made like a Mardi Gras, like lotus flower. I like when you said lotus flowers. I was like, I'm stealing it.
It's cute. I like that.
I always default to pink and green, aka situation. I don't know why. It's a very soothing color palette to me. And then Ashmar stole the dots from you. I was inspired.
It's okay. I was over here just.
Sometimes you gotta throw a little sauce on it. Pop out and show niggas.
Pop out and show niggas.
I like how like there's lines from your marker strokes on there that gives it like texture.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
I feel like it's smoother that way. Yeah. And I like do like those broader strokes.
I had to push kind of hard because this one right here, full disclosure, no more ink is in it.
Yeah, for real.
Damn, I'm gonna probably need to get some new markers.
That one is done.
Yeah.
Because what are we? We're like 8 episodes in now, like 8, 9. Yeah, we probably gonna need to get some.
This one done.
I don't want to. I need the brand sponsorship.
And you gonna get that. You gonna get it.
So in due time. But okay, guys, do you want to let the class know where they can follow you and find your work?
Oh yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at ashmar.ca. That's ASHMAR.ca. Like I'm Canadian, but I'm not. And then you can follow she and I have Wavecation at Wavecation on Instagram. Sorry.
Should be wave dot.
It's wave.cation, CATION.
And I'm gonna be _BVMBI_ on Instagram. I'm not giving out my Twitter.
Yeah, mind your business. Mind your business. Right, Twitter, mind your business. I feel it.
You don't want to show the people your dress?
Absolutely not. That is a different side of me over there. But let's just keep it to Instagram.
I feel that.
Well, this was another episode of Colorful Theories. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you like this video. Make sure you leave a comment below. Let's say, tag your favorite DJ. And make sure that you subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram at Colorful Theories. But yeah, this is the end of the show, and we'll see you next time with some more Colorful Theories.